Reef HQ, and I'm Kennedy, and this is Lulu, and we are here with Dr. Danny. So, Dr. Danny, we have some questions to ask you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What kind of experiments do you usually do out on the reef, or just pretty much anywhere?
Well, I often go and do experiments that help me find out a little bit more about coral reef and its health, and other things like seagrasses and things that turtles and dugongs like to eat. And so I often do some transects like you did on Orpheus Island, and maybe I might use quadrats as well to look at numbers of things and how they're changing.
So you're out on the reef a lot,
I am.
mostly? Just like not, just you're always researching out on the reef?
I do some research out on the reef, and then as you saw just today, I have to sit at the computer as well. So once I've collected my data, I have to put it into the computer, and then I have to put it all together and look at what it says, and see what sense I can make of it, and whether it looks like, you know, my experiments have worked, or whether things are changing for the better or for the worse, and that will help me decide whether the reef's healthy or not.
How long have you always wanted to be a marine biologist?
You know what? I have. So just about since I was younger than you, I knew that that's what I wanted to do.
So you went, how long did you go to college for to study for?
Well, here in Australia, you do a basic bachelor's degree, which takes 3 years, and then you might do an honours degree for a year, or a master's degree for 2 years, and then you might do a PhD, which should take 3 years, but a lot of people take a lot longer. Because I had 2 children along the way of my studies, it took me 10 years from the very beginning till I got my PhD.
So what's the funniest fish you've seen out on the reef?
The funniest fish? I would say maybe a frogfish. They sit in little holes and they look like a mixture between a frog and a sponge.
Spongy frog.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay. For anyone who wants to be a marine biologist, what is the best piece of advice you can give them?
I could say lots of things, but what I'll say is just remember the beauty of the marine environment, and that as a marine biologist you can do a lot to keep that beauty safe. So even when you're having your difficult time at JCU or at uni or whatever university you study at, even when you're having a hard time collecting data or doing research, or you're cold or you're bored, just remember that you can make a difference. And remember how beautiful it is when you're in the water and actually swimming around with the fishes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.